before we start, I would like to say that I'd like to keep this this episode and any further episodes more SFW. Just because I'd like our I understand it's your channel, but I'd like it if this could apply to we don't want to just be on YouTube. We want to be on multiple platforms like Oaxis, right?
You
gotta keep it.
I don't know what you just said.
Exactly. Anyway, I want to keep things safe, so Hoth battle. Anyway, Buck Fozby, yeah. We're getting into it.
Right into that. Promise.
You can just start there if you want. But, so, in case you didn't know, okay, so we skipped the title scroll, but, I'll summarize the title scroll that would have been there. So Buck Fozby, played by Lapis Lazuli, is the star of a show that everybody has heard of. It's a show that everybody's heard of. It has a lot of characters in it. It has characters like Luck Fuckboy, who's the guest star from a show that nobody's heard of, which is a show called Everybody Cucks Luck Fuckboy. In addition, another character, Lapis Lazuli, is played by Buck Fozby, and she has the power... She has the superpower, to become completely soaked with water, which she gained when she fell into a. Should I say the name of the?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So what she said, which happened when she fell into Lake Butler when she had to dodge Luke Truck, who is a truck, or maybe he's Luke, like this one right here. And now the important thing to know about Buck Fozby is that Buck Fozby rings some bells.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody knows about him, of course.
He's a professional bell ringer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or at least he was.
Yeah, well, it's rings, present tense.
I know you could go farther, but I'm just...
Oh, yeah, I don't want to, dump it all, but yeah, so basically...
Okay, yeah.
And you got other characters like Greg Gresby, which is Turtwig's OC. Let's see. There's his human Sona, if you might say.
Oh yes, there is also the whole persona thing.
Oh well, yeah. I'll get into that. Yeah. Buck Fozby has a persona that he made in middle school. That is, the persona itself is eternally in middle school, even as Buck Fozby grows. And so, Buck Fozby will talk to him as an adult while his persona is still in middle school. His persona is called Echidna Kuwanger Bandicoot, named after the two most brave people he knows.
Two?
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of different plot lines in the show. There's arcs. There's one where Buck Fozby wants to be class president. There's ones where he wants to become mayor, and he actually does get elected because. Actually, I'll get into that. So, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's the episode where Buck Fozby buys a broken down Starbucks and rearranges the letters to be Buck's Rats, and so he uses it as a pet store where he sells rats
and rat adjacent things.
Yes, like Buck has a very open mind about what a rat is, including things like mice, chipmunks, capybaras, parrots, etc.
Wait,
yeah,
parrots.
Mm-hmm. So he gets rats off the streets and into people's homes. That's the point of Buck Fozby. That's one of his many goals in life. And because he gets the rats off of the streets and into people's homes, one of his campaign slogans is "A rat in every home" by whatever year he's running. And because Buck's rat force is in every home, he sweeps the mayoral election. He sweeps the mayoral election, and he uses his power to he doesn't use his power a lot. He's a very generous god. Mostly.
You mean mayor?
Yeah, mayor. That too. Let's see.
You have to escort the rolly bomb.
Oh, where to?
To the shield generator.
Discord the rolly bomb?
What?
Yeah, he's in the show too. Speaking of, there's also Joth Nex, who's in the show. Who's a jock goth. Or a goth jock, they can both be adjectives and both be, like, nouns, whatever.
Please. Oh.
I'm trying to, like, find other things about Bug Fozby on the wiki.
Well,
oh, it is, another character in the show is,
I think we lost it.
another character in the show, which is relevant to the game we're playing, is,
no, here it is. Damn it.
Is Nuke Spywinker. Who's a recurring character in the Buck Fozby world. I think one of you is...
I think I'm gone or something.
Like,
you're just not coming this way.
Oh, yeah. So Nuke Spywinker is a spy, of course, who's working for, like, tons of different, like, you know, like, different agencies or whatever.
Can I do that too? How do I do that?
Like,
I don't know if we can have two at one time. No, we can't.
Like Nuke Spywinker, nobody knows what his real intentions are, but like he has an interest in Buck Fozby, either like because of business or just he has an interest personally. It's unclear.
And,
so far.
And also, doesn't he also show up in the Kid of Clanger Bandicoot's story?
Yes, he does.
Like even though that's another thing that doesn't make sense.
He appears in both timelines.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like the same age in both. Like so it's unclear his. How real he is exactly.
I remember what we have to do here.
Mm-hmm. But also another thing about Nuke Spywinker is that he has the gadgets from Totally Spies, which he uses in like whatever ways he sees fit.
And should we also talk about like the like I don't know if I would call them animal companions or maybe enemies of Buck Fozby.
Who?
Well, there's like
oh yes. Well, okay, so. Like I've discussed Buck's rat force, of course.
Yes.
But like you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and you don't get to make 10 billion friends without making a few enemies. And so, like he has some enemies, like the Fall of Man, Necro Goose.
Yes.
Like who is indeed the Fall of Man, a lich that is a goose, or a goose lich, if you will. But through baby steps to booty shorts, he will uncover the 98 sins of Hound and like reclaim his position. And also, there's another character I want to mention. Like, if Mr.
Boogeyman
or Ernie are watching, they should just like spoiler alert for them specifically. Like to not listen to this next part. And there is another character in the show called Horatius Consulio, the Unspeakable One. Like who?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Like who? Like it is another enigmatic character, but like I think in the Buck Fozby lore, he is benevolent. A benevolent.
Like, and also, we just learned today that like they don't use iPads; they use Y-pads.
Oh yes, that's also a very important feature.
And instead of like the Apple logo, the logo looks like Toad's head, like from Mario.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This way.
Oh, sorry.
To blow up that wall.
But does it still have the bite out of it?
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed. Like there's not like
Buck Fozby missed.
I could probably have prepared this whole thing better.
Also,
like, I just have like whenever I learn anything new about Buck Fozby, I just write it down. So there's no particular order.
I just ran into a wall and exploded. Should we? Okay, well, first try to put up the image that you made of Buck Fozby.
Oh yeah. That's important. Like he should be on screen.
Like the whole time, or just now?
I mean, he's with us in spirit.
The hardest part about this is just going straight.
Like there's room for him.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
You know.
And should we also, I don't know, explain any of the meta about how any of these got created?
Not yet. I do wonder if you have any questions regarding Buck Fozby. Like any particular question.
Am I supposed to?
Then I'll ask you a question. Do you think Buck Fozby plays Coldplay Lapis Lazuli?
Oh yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. I think.
I mean, that's up to the show to determine. You know, it's up in the air.
It's a future season. It's like it ended on a cliffhanger, and like the question: will he or won't he? Will Fozby or won't Fozby cosplay Coldplay Lapis Lazuli?
Baby steps to booty shorts, as he says. And well, I was going to describe Buck Fozby, but then I realized, like, you know, you're going to be seeing him.
Yeah.
So.
Like there's one more left.
If you have any, like, I want to know, do you have any questions about Fozby? About who he is, what he does?
I mean, I
We have a pretty
Like,
good idea.
I'll answer it live.
I understand most of. Like, I feel like the audience might have some questions that we're not considering, but like we've lived it. We've lived through this so many times. Like,
what's the thing? Like, how many times are you gonna die before? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like a timeline thing. Right?
Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, like
that movie
like
that was based on that manga.
Yeah, like all you need is kill.
Yeah.
Like eat, sleep, Fortnite, repeat.
Uh,
The manga.
Kirby.
Yes.
Kirby deserves a better manga.
Well, he does have.
Who are you to say what Kirby deserves?
Does have that good anime. What are we doing here? We're destroying this.
Yes, all
Yeah.
those things on the screen, we'd have to find those out and kill them. Well, I say find them
I
out.
see,
We like
I see,
seek
yes.
them out.
The walkers.
Yes.
The walking boys.
They have a
I mean,
name.
speaking of,
they're
like-
they're not as like it's not as iconic as the AT-AT, but like it has a name like that, you know. When you show us an image in real life, you have to make sure that Turtwig can time it.
Yeah. Like I was just testing your like your will in terms of what Kirby deserves.
I think this one might remain a mystery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, oh boy. So and also like, AT-ATs are the like parents of the ATSTs. Well, no, actually, it's more like a
Shoot it?
Pokemon
Yeah.
evolution.
I'm trying to shoot it, but I
Well,
don't know if it's working.
it's we got to do the movie.
It-
You've seen
it's-
this movie?
Yes.
It's more like a
Spider-Man's
Pokemon
in this
evolution
movie,
where
too.
like two ATSTs like
It has to like walk out further.
two ATSTs evolve at the same time and like become an AT-AT.
Oh, like
You know what I mean?
Magnemite.
Yeah. Or Dig Dug.
How do you? Oh, that's how you deploy the rope.
Like,
Alright, yeah, and then we have to roll a bomb into him.
oh yeah, you also have, yeah. Like it'd be
I'll let you
unfortunate
handle
if you met an AT-AT that was into that kind of stuff. Like, oh boy, I hope you don't tie me up and pin me to the ground. Like,
Like
it's a good thing that these like AT-ATs are all vanilla.
I got destroyed.
So did I.
Destroyers.
Probably because there's so many spy droids around.
Spiders.
Yeah. Buck Fozby has a neutral stance on spiders.
So they're not rats?
Oh no, they're definitely not rats. Like, and it's not that like he's not afraid of spiders, but he has had some like encounters with spiders in the past that have ruined their image for him.
I see.
Get that bomb over here.
Yep.
Bomb bad. Like, the closest thing, like, it would be interesting to someday play like, because you know, Porkchips, you never played the Clone Wars game, did you?
No. Wait,
Like-
which one?
The Lego Clone Wars game.
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you would know a lot about the Clone Wars, so you would have a lot to say about it.
I didn't know there was
Like-
such a game.
I played a
personally-
Clone Wars game that wasn't a Lego one.
Yeah.
It was actually really interesting. You could like, I remember very specifically, you could like upgrade yourself in such a way that you could ride around on like a super battle droid and control it,
Nice.
the Force.
Why do I keep like going up?
Did you just crash into each other, or did you just get shot to death?
I don't know.
You got shot.
But like the thing, like the Lego Clone Wars game, like I feel like if you like the show, I feel like there's a lot you could like about it. But also like, but as Lego games go, I do think that it is like one of my least favorite ones, just because it like even for the Wii, like it has really bad graphics because one of the features, I mean, it has some interesting ideas in there. Like they tried to like they have a lot of levels where they have really big battles, and you can command like groups of clones to do stuff.
Oh, interesting.
And like which they don't have in any other Lego game, but like in exchange for having all these characters on screen, like all the characters look very like a lot worse than like this looks fine, but like all the characters look very low poly.
How would you compare the Lego Clone Wars art style to the Rebels art style?
Well, it is weird. Like, it's not the typical Lego style they use for the figures, but like it works. I think. Like sometimes Lego does do weird styles. Like there was this one line of Exo Force things where they had mechs and they had like characters with anime style faces.
Oh, huh.
That's interesting.
Like, I feel like I didn't appreciate that theme at the time, but I do like I feel like if I knew about it now, I would.
We got 0% to True Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're not Jedi.
You're Deadeye.
Deadeye duty.
Oh.
Judge Judy.
Judd.
Jedi Judy.
Okay. This episode's over.